Everyone, Randy here. We're playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Hobbs Farm. And back at the big silage bunker here this episode. Unfortunately, we've ran into a little problem. And this is a problem I knew we were going to have here. I didn't expect to run into it quite this quickly. And no, it doesn't involve the conveyor belts here still loading silage, which I'm actually very surprised. They are still loading silage even from this distance. I would have to expect at some point that's going to stop, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we haven't reached that point yet. What we have reached, however, though, oh, we fall into it, is the point where Aaron's compost will no longer accept silage. So if we head over to Aaron's compost here, which is running full steam, by the way. Always spawns you down in this room, by the way, which is kind of annoying. You got to run up here to the actual selling point. And into Aaron's compost building here. Now, it's probably gone down a little bit. Yes, it has. Might be able to fit one more load in here. But Aaron's compost is full. It will not accept any more silage. Like I said, it might accept one more load now. I think it's like 800,000 maybe? Or maybe it's 850 or something like that it'll accept. I forget exactly how much, but it is essentially full at this point and will not accept any more silage. And unfortunately, we have to wait for it to go back down. And I'm not exactly sure how long that takes. Obviously, with the biogas plant there, we can't fill it up that quickly. We only get, 2 million liters in a bunker there. And, splitting it between selling it at the biogas plant and selling it here. Well, I did manage to fill up Aaron's compost before. It's like, well, pretty much split even. And it worked out. But obviously now with 8 million, or actually 8.5 million liters of biogas plant, or the silage at the big bunker there, not the biogas plant. And it obviously fills up just a little bit quicker. So, we need a new plan. And looking at the sell points here, obviously, Aaron's compost has the best price. The next best, though, is the farm shop silage. Not quite as good, unfortunately, but not bad. So, what I went ahead and did, let's see, the right tractor here? Yes. Went ahead and bought one of the grain carts here. This is the Bergman. I think I pointed this out last episode. Same as the in-game Bergman here. This one only holds 43,000 though. Whoever modded this one holds 78,000, so it holds just a little bit more. But it also holds all the crop types, grass, chaff, straw, silage in this case, as well as, not exactly sure what some of this other stuff is, but pretty much holds all the in-game as well as any modded fruit types as well. So, we're going to see if we can use this to sell at the farm shop. At least that's what I'm hoping anyway. And then, of course, if we can get this to work, we'll probably set up some sort of Courseplay course for this. And if this, of course, doesn't work, then we can always probably sell at the biogas plant as well, I suppose. That would work as well. Again, obviously their price is even lower yet, so although with this much silage, I'm not sure I'm going to be too concerned about it. Now, what I'm thinking here, we can just pull up above the sell point here, I'm hoping, and it'll just unload in there. At least that's my theory anyway. Or maybe not. I don't think we want to unload here. I'm pretty sure that'll just create a pile there again. Oh, possible either we are too high, that's very well possible, or it simply doesn't unload into a sell point. Or it doesn't unload into this sell point. There is, is there another sell point here? There's the farm shop, Aaron's compost, yeah, I'm sure it'll unload into the biogas plant, I'm quite sure of that. Pay dirt. Pay dirt will take it as well. Where's pay dirt? Pay dirt is way down in the opposite corner of the map. Well, I don't really want to drive all the way down there just to find out. Yeah, I'm curious here if the problem is we're simply too high. Or it just simply won't unload into a sell point. Now, I suppose there's a real easy way to figure this out here. And maybe I should have done this off camera. Figured I'd do it on camera, though, just so you folks could see it working. Or lack thereof, maybe I should say. I can't put that there, really? Okay, well, fine, we'll put it there, and we'll just sell it when we're done with it here in a minute. And again, the reason I'm not using the sell point here, it is not giving us the best price. Actually, far, far from the best price. I mean, I'd be better off selling it to pay dirt, and I would still probably get twice as much. Okay, yeah, no, I'm guessing it just simply doesn't sell to a sell point. I don't know why, unless I gotta be up on it, maybe? Let's try that. Yeah, so everybody's saying use the grain cart there to sell silage. I was assuming that would work. But it looks like it actually might not. Yeah, it doesn't look like the grain cart is going to unload into a sell point. Interesting. I would have thought it would have. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Guess I'm doing something wrong here that I'm missing, which is very well possible, I suppose. Not seeing an option to unload here, other than the, like I said again, the unload here, which I'm pretty sure will just create a pile there, and we don't want that. Okay, so that's not going to work. We're going to need option... I don't know what option we're on now. This is probably option D, I'm going to say. Option A was selling with this thing. Then option B there was selling to Aaron's Compost. Again, mainly there because it was better price. Option C was selling to the farm shop here. And then option D, I guess, sell to the biogas plant. I think we're going to set that up then. Actually, you know what? I don't need that screen. I need this one, and we're going to go to the garage here. Find that placeable and just sell it because I don't need that hanging around here. Yes, we'll sell that. Okay then, well, let's create a Courseplay course here to the biogas plant, I guess. And like I said, that should work with this Bergman here. And if that does work, maybe we'll buy one more Bergman and we'll get two tractors or 2 trucks or something running back and forth. Yeah, it's pretty much just letting the trucks here set and run. And I happened to notice after a while, it's like, hey, they're coming back full. What is up with that? Oh, yes, Aaron's Compost is full. That would definitely, you know, explain the problem. Okay, get both trucks out of the way here a moment. There we go. Okay. Pull up underneath the conveyor belts here. Would be nice if this actually was unloaded so I could actually know I was exactly in the right spot here, but that should work. We can always adjust the conveyor belts a little bit too if we have to. Okay, unload that course. Start course recording. And we'll see once. We might take a slightly cross-country route here to get to the biogas plant. I mean, I definitely don't want to be going all the way along the long way there. And we'll remember this time too, we'll try to make it so the course doesn't overlap that badly. Because, yes, I actually did run into that. I don't remember if we ran into that on screen or not. But off camera there, I did run into that issue with both the trucks. Basically running into a point where the... Whoa. Course. Yeah, maybe I better get rid of that. I didn't realize there was that much of a hill there. Yeah, we better undo that. Don't like that. We might have to have a little bit of an overlap there then. But yes, I ran into a spot there, or Courseplay ran into a spot there where basically both trucks were at the cross point and they met at exactly the same spot and the same time. And I mean, who would have guessed, right? Yeah, it seems like if you have a point like that, it's going to happen. Okay, let's trash can a couple of these points here. Trash can a few more of these points here. That should be okay. Yeah, this might be a little bit of a problem here from the looks of it. We'll see how it goes, I guess. And like I said, cross-country route here. Oh, as that path winds around just a little bit and be a little bit longer. Try to make this as quick as possible here. Uh-oh, autosave. How nice. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to set a waiting point here or not. Okay, and we're back, and I just realized I missed part of the recording there. So, my bad about that. Just finished recording the Courseplay course there. I think I got most of that, so hopefully folks can see that there. It's pretty much just me coming back to, you know, up by the large bunker here. Save that course, and we're going to see if it works here now. So it is loading up, and I did create a waiting point at the sell point, by the way. Basically, what's going to happen, the sell point's obviously going to fill up, and when that happens, I'll probably speed up time a little bit. Maybe we'll put it at 5x time. We'll see how that goes. And we'll see how everything keeps up here. Maybe buy another one of these grain carts as well. Again, we'll see how it all basically shakes out here. And it doesn't actually take that long to fill up with 3 conveyor belts here, by the way. For those who are wondering, it actually fills up, I would say, fairly quickly. Actually, probably actually even more quickly than... Oh, did we run out of silage? Oh, no, not quite. Probably actually even more quickly than, say, from the silo. So overall, I think we're pretty good with the speed here for loading. I mean, obviously it'd be nice if it was a little bit quicker, but I'm not going to worry that much about it. Okay, and he's off to the sell point here. Let's hop down there and see how this... maybe we'll just ride along with him. Tried to make the course on the way back, too, so hopefully they won't run into each other. Again, it's probably going to happen, though, kind of by the trees there in the road along the back side of... That's the transport company there, I guess. So it might happen. We'll see once. Anyway, we'll read some comments here in a moment. Blaine was saying, way to use Menards concrete. Appreciate the business. I take it Blaine there must work for Menards then, I'm assuming. And I'm surprised you actually knew it was Menards concrete. I don't know, did the bags actually say that? I don't remember if they did or not. But yes, that is what we were using. For those of you who watched the pouring the concrete and finishing the draining. For those of you that kind of watched that series of videos anyway. Logan was saying, love your videos. Play the game on PS4, so I don't get all the good mods. Unfortunately, that's kind of the way it is with the consoles. And probably always will be if I had to guess, at least at this point anyway. Again, basically the reason is... Yeah, I guess that worked with Courseplay there. Wasn't sure there for a moment. But yeah, basically the reason there is both Microsoft and Sony very tightly control what is allowed on their systems. Reason being, they want the best experience for their users. And of course, having questionable mods is probably not going to result in the best experience for their users. Ooh, it's going to be close with a tree. Let's be close. Oh, I guess the pipe maybe doesn't have a collision on it. That'd be good. So that is, yeah, why Giants basically kind of controls what is allowed on the consoles. It's probably not really so much Giants' fault as it is Sony and Microsoft that control it. And therefore, you know, Giants obviously has to control it. Hunter Gaming here left a good comment, and I don't know that I can replicate the voice behind it. But hopefully folks get what he's trying to say here. I thought I saw a putty cat. I did. A putty cat in a Tweety voice. So yes, like I said, I don't think I can quite replicate that voice, but hopefully folks get where that's coming from. I thought that was pretty good. Oh good, looks like it is going to work. Like I said, I put a waiting point here, so hopefully he would just stop and wait here until he's completely unloaded. Basically what happened at Aaron's compost there, once Aaron's compost was full, the trucks just kept driving. I probably should have had a waiting point there so they would have stopped and waited to unload. Okay, I think that's working. We got some fields that need to be sprayed here. Let's see. Nope, wrong group. Much better. Let's open up GPS here. Oh, I guess it is open. Except I can't see the lines, can I? Okay, a scenario like this. When that happens, there's actually something you can do about that. Little button under basic here. We can hit that button, and it raises the lines up out of the field. Not that we actually really need it, because I use auto steer anyway. Oh, we should probably turn it on. I use auto steer anyway, so I don't really need to see the lines, but still, I like to see them. Charlie was asking, can you do a barn tour when you get time? I will have to try to remember to do that sometime. Gaming Bro was saying, first comment. Aw, that's too bad. You want a cookie? Nerfman was also saying first. Okay, we got two people claiming to be first. Pat O'Brien was pointing out here, not true. All mods are not free anymore. BM Modding is selling mods. Oh, I did not know they could do that, or they were doing that. Interesting. Not that I maybe necessarily have a problem with that. You know, up until modding for Farming Simulator has been free, which I would say is probably a good thing. Unfortunately, it has resulted in some maybe problems with modders complaining and whatnot, but... Brandon was saying, I love the bale wrap on the automatic bale unloader wrapper. Yes, for those who have not seen it, the RDL and AUL bale wrapper there. Obviously green bales with the words RDL on it, so pretty cool. Again, that was made by one of the players there on the multiplayer server, Stephen. For those of you who know him, did a really nice job of that. And I know I mentioned the story before, but for those of you wondering, why is it green? Well, Stephen was making something. He's like, I think you're going to like it. And I asked, well, is it green? He's like, no. Next day, he comes out with it, and now it's green. So that is kind of the story of how it ended up being green, for those of you wondering. I'm not sure initially what color he had it. I think it was probably the blue. I'm just assuming anyway. Yes, because I asked, well, is it green? He decided, I guess, to change it to green. So it's pretty cool. And it looks like that's probably most of the comments here. I don't exactly remember where I left off reading the comments here on last episode. And the last episode, actually episode before last episode, because last episode there for county lines didn't finish uploading, at least at the time I'm recording this. Okay, and we'll shift over the GPS here a little bit. That's pretty good. Actually, is that GPS not straight? Oh, maybe it is. Just the fact that the lines are raised up. Maybe that's what's throwing it off. But yes, like I was saying there, last episode there for county lines. Didn't quite finish uploading that. So at the time I'm recording this, that video is still uploading. So there's no new comments with that video yet. And anyway, just a mention there of county lines. If you've not seen that series, definitely worth checking out. Very, very nicely done map. Again, another large 4X map with a lot of detail on it. So very nicely done. It seems like when you get the larger maps like that, like especially the 4X maps, the mod authors, you know, they create the fields, they put a main farm in, and they call it done. Complete. You know, maybe some roads here and there. And it's, you know, it's a nice map, but it doesn't really have a good feel to it, if you folks know what I mean. I'm not sure I'm explaining that the best, but it doesn't have a feel like a real life map to it. Whereas county lines, you can tell the mod author really put a lot of work into that map. It's got a nice feel to it. You look around, it's very nicely done. Again, it does have a little bit of an unfinished feel to it in some spots. You know, there's obviously a few bugs here and there, but overall, very nicely done. And I don't know that it was actually a finished version of the map yet either, so before I say too much, I don't know that it was actually completely finished when it was released. And, of course, if you want to join us on County Lines, you can find the information in any one of my multiplayer videos. Make sure you check out the multiplayer videos. I know I've had people ask before, hey, information isn't in the description of this video. Well, no, it's not, because this is single player here. Hobbs Farm is single player, and I don't put that information in my single player videos, just my multiplayer videos. Otherwise, it feels like, you know, the description gets a little too long and convoluted. So pretty much just stick with the multiplayer videos there, putting the information in the multiplayer videos. And again, if you want to join, make sure you check out, thank you for that, for stopping us there. Yes, those messages are kind of annoying when they pop up like that sometimes. But yes, if you want to join us, make sure you check out the multiplayer videos there, currently the County Lines map. And I do live stream on the multiplayer servers as well, by the way. We'll see once. Maybe we'll do like a live stream wrapping up Hobbs Farm here. Maybe that'll be like a good last thing to do on Hobbs Farm when we wrap it up. And by the way, it'll probably be a little bit of time here yet as well before we actually wrap it up yet. The suggestion was to wrap up the map with Field 13 there, so we're probably going to buy Field 13 and do a big harvest on that. Not exactly sure how big yet, but we're probably going to try to do a big harvest on it. Also, if you want to join us on the multiplayer servers, I might as well give the rest of the information here as well. In my multiplayer videos, there's 2 download links for each server. First download link should download all the mods needed to join that server. And we currently have 3 multiplayer servers. Second download link, by the way, will take you to the server download page. You can download the mods individually from there, i.e. one at a time. Or you can download them all from there as well if you want, but it gives you the actual list, and you can download them individually. But server 1 is currently Parker's Prairie. Again, that is another large 4X map. And this is kind of what I was talking about between maps there. Parker's Prairie, a good map, but when you compare it to County Lines, you know, County Lines has more of a real life feel to it, I would say. A more realistically feeling map. You know, a lot more detail in that map than, say, Parker's Prairie. Not that Parker's Prairie is a bad map, just compared to County Lines. You know, County Lines, again, a little more real life feeling map there, I would say. not sure if this is the last application of fertilizer on this field or not. We'll have to check that here. I'd like to say it is, but I might be wrong on that. Also, if joining us on the multiplayer server, make sure you join us on TeamSpeak as well. We do have a TeamSpeak server, and this is all free to join, by the way, for those you're wondering. More than welcome to join if you'd like, and it is free to join, as long as you play nicely and can follow the rules. Failure to do so, of course, will result in a warning, a kick, or a ban, depending on your severity of rule breakage. And for those you wonder what TeamSpeak is, by the way, TeamSpeak is simply a voice chat client. For those you may be familiar with Skype or, say, even Discord, very similar to that. TeamSpeak is still probably a little bit more preferred over Discord yet. Although Discord, obviously, it's got a little bit of advantage, a little bit cheaper, actually mostly free to my understanding. TeamSpeak is not completely free, although you can get free TeamSpeak servers. And TeamSpeak, by the way, is free to join the client. It's just not free to have a TeamSpeak server. So to be clear about that, it is free to join TeamSpeak. It's just not free to have the server, for those of you wondering. Okay, and I'm thinking we probably better fill up here, otherwise I don't think we're going to make another round. It looks like we're still selling silage yet, I'm assuming. Maybe while we're filling this up, we'll go down and check on that, see how it's looking down there. Or maybe up by the bunker, I don't know where he's at. Oh, someone needs to wash this thing. My goodness, it's filthy. There we go. Much, much better looking row gator here. And while that fills up, like I said, let's go check on, see how we're doing down here. We are... Oh, we're empty. Okay, so that's... I don't know if that's going to be a problem, but we're going to have to click continue every time. I was hoping not to have to do that. That's going to be rather annoying, but oh well. We still caught it before he's emptying, and I'm sure the tractor will be back before it actually is completely empty. So, yeah, I was hoping Courseplay would continue, you know, once it was empty, but I guess it won't. Or do I need to change an option? Let's check here. We'll just tab to him. Yeah, not that I see. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't have had the waiting point then? I don't know. I'm still pretty sure we need the waiting point because I don't think Courseplay would have waited otherwise. I mean, Courseplay definitely wasn't waiting at Aaron's compost. I don't know that that would have been a problem here with the biogas plant. He would have just kept running solid, but still. I think the waypoint was probably a good idea. Except for the fact now I just got to remember I got to check on him every now and then. Oh well. Anyway, back to the field. I have to figure out where I actually left off exactly here as well now, aren't I? Hopefully the tracks will tell us. I mean, I know roughly where we left off, but... Let's see, so we came out of that path there. And we need to start here then. Anyway, folks, looking at time, looks like it's about time to wrap up the episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.